everybody. Welcome to the David Pakman Show. I'm producer Pat Ford, filling in once again for David today as he is traveling up north in Canada. But fear not, because David will be back with us at the end of the week. So let's jump into some stories. Donald Trump is taking a huge political risk and demanding that the full unredacted affidavit that led to his search of his Mar-a-Lago home get released to the public because he believes that it's going to vindicate him. And the judge in the case, Bruce Reinhart, actually may decide to call his bluff on this. The affidavit, of course, was the evidence that was used to convince Reinhart that there was probable cause to conduct the search warrant at Mar-a-Lago. Trump's spokesperson Taylor Budowich said about it, quote, "President Trump has made his view clear that the American people should be permitted to see the unredacted affidavit related to the raid and break-in of his home." And Trump himself made the same call on Truth Social, aka Truth Central, posting, "There is no way to justify the unannounced raid of Mar-a-Lago, the home of the 45th president of the United States, who got more votes, by the way, than any sitting president in the history of our country." Not more votes than Joe Biden, by the way, by a very large number of gun-toting FBI agents and the Department of Justice. But in the interest of transparency, I call for the immediate release of the completely unredacted affidavit pertaining to this horrible and shocking break-in. Also, the judge on the case should recuse. Now, what exactly should Judge Bruce Reinhart recuse himself for? Nobody knows. And will Donald Trump ever articulate why he should recuse himself? Probably not, but it's just something you throw out there, I guess. Judge Reinhart is actually open to the idea of releasing the affidavit with some of the appropriate redactions included, the specifics of which are going to be recommended to him by next Thursday. But the Trump team, it's not good enough for them. They want the full affidavit without any redactions released to the public, which really should be no surprise to us all, because clearly Trump and his team are not too careful about how they handle sensitive information, which is exactly why he's in this mess to begin with, right? That's exactly why he decided to bring those documents with him down to Mar-a-Lago and put them in the basement. Redactions would probably include cutting out some of the names of the people involved in the investigation of the former president, and they're totally fine at the Trump team just saying, "Oh, don't cut out those names, don't cut out the very classified stuff that you don't want released to the public, because we don't care if people get put in harm's way over this." Now, the call to release the affidavit does seem to be a little bit risky to Trump, because it could reveal the communications between the Trump team and the DOJ ahead of the raid, which is when they asked him for specific documents. And if this comes out, this could totally debunk the claim that Trump has been making, that he had this great relationship with the DOJ and he was cooperating fully, thus the raid was totally unnecessary. It could also just provide further evidence of how exactly Trump was mishandling classified information, which, again, is not a good look for him. It seems like the potential upside to Trump, though, is that if the judge decides not to release the affidavit, that's going to help him, because Trump could say, "Oh, look, they're not even being willing to release all of the information. They're not telling us why they're investigating me. This is a witch hunt. They're trying to keep everything secret. By the way, it's not common for affidavits to get released to the public. They're just considering it in this case because of the public interest." So maybe the Trump team thought that they'd make this ask knowing that it wasn't going to be granted to them. But Bruce Reinhart seemingly willing to call his bluff, and this could end up backfiring tremendously on Trump and his team. So this is very much a part of the throw everything at the wall and see what sticks strategy. Let's talk more about that next.
One of our sponsors is BetterHelp, the customized online therapy service that offers video, phone, and live chat with your therapist. You don't even have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. You fill out a questionnaire to help assess your specific needs, and then you're matched with a licensed therapist in under 48 hours. You can schedule secure video and phone sessions. You can exchange unlimited messages with your therapist, and you can request a new therapist at any time for any reason at no charge. Talking to a therapist doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It means you're doing something for yourself and for your wellness. You get your car serviced. You work out. You see the doctor to prevent physical illness and disease. Therapy is the same thing. Anyone can benefit from it. I think it's very important. Join the 2 million plus people who have taken charge of their mental health with BetterHelp. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/Pakman. The link is down below.